Monsanto is an agrochemical giant corporation that manufactures and produces Roundup weed killers. The active ingredient in the Roundup weed killer is a compound called glyphosate. Monsanto has known for a number of years that there is a link between the use of glyphosate and the development of certain types of cancers, namely lymphomas, B-cell lymphomas, T-cell lymphomas, multiple myelomas. There is an increased risk in developing those diseases if you've been exposed to glyphosate. There is a huge settlement that was reached by a jury for $289 million for an individual who worked around and used glyphosate-containing compounds, the Roundup weed killer, and he developed lymphoma. The court found that Monsanto did not warn him adequately of the dangers and the risks that were associated with exposure to glyphosate and the use of Roundup products. Roundup is so pervasive to be used, and you can find it really anywhere: farming, agriculture, and home. Because weed killers, and specifically Roundup, is used so frequently, there is a great potential for exposure and the risk of developing lymphomas types of cancers. Claims may be eligible whether you work at or you reside on a farm, in the suburbs, in the city. Wherever you may reside, there is always that potential exposure to glyphosate. The exposure can happen in a number of ways: breathe in air, where glyphosate-containing compounds such as Roundup are being used; touch vegetation where Roundup has been sprayed; consume drinking water that has been contaminated by glyphosate; consume vegetation and food that has been grown in soil that has been exposed or treated with Roundup weed products. Please call us to see if you're eligible for a claim. Those diagnosed with cancer or lymphoma will be prioritized and expedited.